More than a dot. More than a dot.
Disclaimer. This is not advice. More Than a Dad aims to provide support to men in fatherhood. When specific issues arrive, we hope to shed light and perspective on different experiences. We strive to acknowledge dads without minimizing mom's role in the household. More Than a Dad isn't exclusive, but rather inclusive in the best interest of the children. Now, let's dive in.
For $20, make us laugh.
I ain't gonna lie, my family bring this shit up every Easter, dog. R.I.P. to my grandma, R.I.P. to my grandpa. I know they still. So I was trying to crack this joint, right? We had an early dismissal. I was trying to take her to my crib, but I was living with my mom. Unfortunately, everybody was in the crib. So my grandparents went on vacation. They was on a cruise. I got the key to their house. So I took her over there. I tried to, boss up. So I took her to the front room where my grandparents stay. I wasn't trying to hit on the little plastic couch. Why not go in their room? So I go in their room. I'm taking off her clothes. We doing whatever we doing. I look to the left. I see a disposable camera on the dresser. So I didn't know if I was going to ever crack again. I just started taking pics. Fast forward, I forgot all about the disposable camera. My grandma ended up getting these pictures developed. And then I just heard a whole bunch of yelling and screaming and throwing on Easter morning. And she telling everybody in the family, my grandpa, little girls, he out here taking pictures of girls all in their bed. He little bald head, this, that, and the third. And at first I ain't fess up, I ain't gonna lie, because it was a little hectic in that job. But I ended up telling the truth once my grandpa was crying. I ain't never seen that cry. He was holding so I'm like, all right, let me just tell the truth. I told the truth, and I kind of like an annual.
Welcome to More Than a Dad Podcast. I'm your host, Dre Moore. I got my guy, Lou Mobley, here with me.
What's the deal, baby?
And Mr. All Hits, No Misses, 30 for 30 Earn in the building with us.
What's good, y'all?
And the best engineer in the world, INR Studios, Rob.
What's up, bro?
What's up, y'all? And how y'all feeling today? Y'all letting y'all grandpa take the charge?
No, you can't let Papa take the charge, bro.
I don't know. I might let him take the charge because
Bro,
I'm going to get a beating. I ain't trying to get no beating.
Papa gonna get kicked out. You talking about a beating?
He got to be savvy. He got to wiggle up out of it. He can't wiggle up out of it.
It was grandma was right at his neck, yo.
Bro, how he wiggle up out of that?
I don't know. Just don't say it.
The background is his house and his bed. They bedroom. Ain't nobody in their bedroom. You don't go in your parents' room.
Somebody set me up, yo.
Hey, bro, I just feel like that's like a super true story. It's too detailed to make too much sense, yo. Like, you know,
ain't he from the city? He from Philly.
Because he said the joint.
Yeah, so he said crack.
Yeah. Listen, man, they set me up. Listen, I never did nothing like that to like none of my grandparents and nothing like that, nothing wild. But like Wayne could attest to this. I'm really not like about to take my own charge in this, like in no situation. Like one day.
So you gonna let somebody else take your charge?
All right. So one time, I was a young boy and I was like fake sick at home. So I'm probably in like 11th grade. Yeah, definitely in 11th grade. And I'm fake sick at home. So I'll stay home from school. So my mom don't kill me, but it was some weed in the bathroom. It's like some weed in there. So like, I'm like, all right, I'm about to smoke this joint. Wasn't nobody in the house. So I'm like, I'm about to just smoke the weed. So I smoke the weed. I get in the shower. I'm chilling. And as soon as I get out the shower and I open the door, like my dad is standing in the hallway. So he like, why I smell like weed in here? I'm like, I don't know. He like, it ain't smell like weed before I left. I'm like, Ben, I don't know. Why I smell like, I don't know what you smelling. But he kept like pressing me. So I go in my room and he like, y'all smell the weed. And I'm like, Dad, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, but he wouldn't leave me alone. That's how I know I was in 11th grade, because I went to school at 6th period. I came to school at like 6th period. They're like, yo, why you come to school? I'm like, because I had to get out the house.
We only got 7 periods.
Right. Bro. I was in Frank class. I was in Frank class, bro. In 6th period. I definitely walked in school at 6th period, bro, on some wild shit. But when I got back home, you know, Wayne was there. He home now, right? So my dad gonna say to my mom, he like, yo, the boys was in the house smoking weed earlier. But Wayne wasn't there. But he just said the boys. So like I say nothing. So we both like was getting yelled at about it. And Wayne got yelled at a little bit more because I used to tell Wayne, like, yo, sometimes you just got to shut up. Like, Wayne combative. So, like, he ain't rat me out. But, like, when my mom was tipping on us about smoking the weed, Wayne just kept going back for, like, I wasn't smoking no weed. And I'm just sitting there, like, whatever. Just let her finish and then we could leave. So now they arguing back and forth because he keep trying to say what he wasn't doing. And I just kept trying to tell him to shut up. But then, like, after they left and all that, he like, bro, why you just ain't telling him you was smoking the weed?
And like, you like, why would I tell him all
right?
that?
Why would I put all the attention on me? Like, they're not gonna beat both of us. They just gonna yell, and then we just done with it, bro. And then be ignored.
It's Dre self-preservation, bro.
Yeah. And then Wayne got mad about that because I'm like, because then he got mad because he
I would get mad too. What do you,
bro? No, because one time, a lot of times Wayne did stuff that we all got in trouble for, and we never read it. He never took the charge when he broke the entertainment center glass one time with an Xbox controller because he was too lazy to get up and put it on the shelf, and he flung it and it cracked like a straight crack down the door. And we was in there trying to like glue it back with like Elmer's glue to put it back. We was young boys on some dumb shit. Wayne also Supermaned across the dining room table and broke the legs. You know, Wayne, big young boy. He like, yo, look, y'all, and he slid across the table and the legs on the other side. It was a big square rectangle table, and the other side of the table buckled. So we like, yo, get the table. Get the table, yo. So we had to get the table. And then when my sister came in, like, yo, what happened to the table? How y'all break the table? We was like, oh, the light bulb went out and we had nothing to climb on. So we climbed on it to get the light bulb to fix it. When really whole time, Dick Bucket slid across the table and broke it.
How long it take y'all to come up with this idea to change the light bulb story?
I would have never believed that.
What, the light bulb story?
Yes.
I mean,
y'all was just good Samaritans this day and changed the blown light bulb.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm just saying he wanted me to take a charge when we always took the charges together, man. Sometimes you just gotta take the charge together. But let's get into how's dad life. So interesting now. In the city, anybody that's from Philly know that we have all these budget cuts with our transportation department due to lack of funding. So I was on the bus and it was a guy that got on the bus. So he talking to me about it and he like, yeah, man, y'all better get it together for another entity come in here and like take over, like a private transit company come in here and take over. So I'm like, bro, I'm like, that's not going to happen because for one, y'all don't pay. Like y'all don't want to pay. A private entity isn't going to deal with that because it'll fold their business. Any business that's operating where 70% of the people don't pay, the business is gonna fold. No private company is gonna come in here and pay that and do that. So he like, no, what you mean? He like, it ain't. He like, it's only a little bit of people that don't pay. Listen, so he like, it's only a little bit of people that don't pay. So I'm like, all right, let's have an experiment. we on 58th and Woodland. I'm about to turn off Woodland Avenue. It's like 6 people on the corner. I said, yo, look. Them two boys standing right there, they not gonna pay. How many of the rest of the other 4 people you think gonna pay? He like most of them probably gonna pay. Get on. 2 young boys, they don't pay. They bop. I already seen that from the door. A lady get on, she put $1 in. A boy get on behind her. Mind y'all, the fare is $2.50 total fare. She put $1 in, she walked. The guy behind her, he get on, he put $1.20 in, he walked. Now 2 people done paid $2.20. That ain't even the whole fare for one person. The other 2 people didn't pay. So then he like, Dag, you proved your point. I'm like, I proved my point in 1 block. We ain't even had to go far. And it's like, it was just mad funny because it's like, yo, people really be like oblivious to stuff, dog. It's like, you really don't be knowing how the world work. And like, you be thinking all of these thoughts and then don't even know how this stuff work. It was just crazy. It just was eye-opening to me how lost people be.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's just people ignorance, bro. People don't know what they
attention.
don't know. They just don't know what they don't know, and they speak on things that they don't know.
Fact.
And that's just it.
That's a fact. How's that like for you guys? What's up, Lou? You want me to pass it to Ern?
No, I'm gonna shoot this. You was just gunning for a minute.
My bad. What did he come?
Pause.
Super pause.
You definitely was just talking for like 10 minutes.
This is all I was thinking about the whole time.
Chill, bro. It was rolling.
You definitely was rolling. We got back-to-back stories.
My bad. I just gotta get it all out the way.
So anyway, so how's that life?
See, this is why, bro.
I got you, bro. What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
You've been laughing my whole time. All right, I wanted to talk about something semi-serious since you got us laughing and everything.
All right.
The other day, I went to speak at Audenried High School. Shout outs to them and Coach Edwards. You know,
Shout out to Rock.
shout out to my man Royale. You know, he started a program from scratch there. You know, I'm from that neighborhood, and we didn't have to go there because they were closed during that time. And thank God we didn't have to go there because the school didn't have a great reputation. But now they've reopened. They're a charter school, and Royale's been there, and he recently started a football program. So
Right.
this year is their first time having a varsity season. I think last year was considered a JV year for them. So I was able to go down there and speak, and I was super excited about it because who goes to speak in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And I just talked to them about, like, you know, things that are cool to you now won't be cool to you later. You know, things change really fast. So, you know, all you kids that's not taking football serious or not taking school serious, or you want to be chasing the girls, or y'all kind of in the streets, just know 2-3 year cycle, something else will be cool. It'll be cool to been in college. It'll been cool to have a job and have just some benefits, or it'd be cool to have a car and a steady job, whatever it is, you know. And I was just describing that to them. You know, you might be a class clown now, but it's cool to be the guy that was in the weight room first, at practice last, and y'all might think he weird, or he taking it too seriously, or he overdoing it, and they the ones that always achieve.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I was giving them some gems, you know, and I was also talking to them a lot about how there ain't a lot of role models in our neighborhood. And sometimes you got to go acquire that role model. You got to put a couple stand-up dudes together and be like, I want this part of how he is, and, you know, paste your guy together, because it may not be a lot to look up in our, you know, into our neighborhood. So it was just a cool experience, man. You know, I always I used to work with the youth, you know, at Glen Mills, and coached at Newman and been around kids, and I kind of do miss that now because I'm not around as many young people now. But, you know, it's always good to go back and speak, you know. Just like when we spoke at IUP. Yeah, so.
Yo, Reed wasn't open when we was in high school?
No, Reed was close.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But we used to play.
Was they building it, or the new building was there?
No, the new building wasn't there. It was still the old building, because we used to still play basketball there. Like, I used to play on the schoolyard, because that was right across the from the project. So
I can't even
When did
remember.
I can't even think about when they opened New Reed.
Me neither.
I
remember Old Reed. I can't remember when they opened New Reed.
But Ori was up on the hill. The whole layout was different. The way they used the space is completely different how they use the space now. Because we had a big schoolyard that doubled as a staff
It
park.
was right across the street from the park.
Yeah. So I did want to tell a little work story. I don't want to get too far from that. Y'all
go ahead.
Y'all got more on the work. Y'all got more on the Audenried stuff.
No, bro, we good on Reed.
No,
shout out to Rock. Shout out to Reed. You should have motivated them before the first game, but I ain't gonna throw them under the bus.
Bro, you gotta relax.
You see what he just did?
You gotta relax, bro.
Oh, my bad.
I did motivate them before the
Oh, then you did the wrong motivation. Get into the work story, bro. That's my guy. I ain't gonna do my man like that on the pod.
Ooh.
Rock.
Hope them young boys see you on the bus.
They be like, yo, that's old head that was talking crazy about us. I was just trying to get y'all right.
All right, yo. Yo, so the other day, I was at one of the security gigs that I work at, overnight occasionally. And we would, if they don't do anything to cause you to like have to work, you just kind of there just in the building, right?
Right.
So I got a little walkie-talkie radio joint that said like, yo, we smell smoke in one of the rooms. So that means like, they think it's like somebody smoking, not like it's on fire. Like, so I'll go down there, and this is at the drug and rehab spot, so they're very strict about like, anybody smoking or what you lighting up in there. It's like a hazardous thing. So I go to the room. I'm like, yo, they saying they smoke, they smell cigarettes, and like, yo, we about to have to come search our room. So if y'all got cigarettes and a lighter, just give us the lighter, and then you could keep your cigarettes for smoke breaks. So, so, they don't listen. It's like 4 or 5 of us in there now. I'm the only security personnel. It's like all medical staff, like a nurse, maybe 2-3 techs, and they searching his room. It's a 3-man room. Black bro over here, amputated from the knee down, super thin. I don't know what boy it was, maybe Rican or something up over here. He young too. They all like fairly young. And then an older white gentleman in the third bunk, right? Long story less long, we in there searching, and of course we don't find a lighter. So now they irritated, but really black bro with the amputated leg is really irritated. So he like, y'all find anything yet? Y'all find anything yet? Pigs, y'all find anything yet? So now we pigs, you know what I mean? He oinking us and shit. Oink, 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 oink. You find something yet? Big oink, oink. Like he like right at us, right? And then one of the techs, she like young, you know, she started going at him like, shut the F up, you know what I mean? Like, you know, she like called his name and shit. Like, she like, what'd she say? She may not even say shut the F up. She was like, be quiet, you know, yelling at him though. Like, he like, no, you shut the F up. He started going crazy, right? So now she going back at him. Oh, that's what you want to do? Stand on it. Stand on it. So
what's happening?
So now everybody break character. They like, we snickering like, yo, stand on it, bro. Got an amputated leg. He can't stand on it if he wanted to.
Right.
It was crazy.
He can't stand 10 toes.
He can't stand. So we all snickering, and that's when he turned his focus to me. He like, the f is funny, fat boy. Like, f you want to do? You want to do? He said, y'all from a family of demons. Demons. He said, wait till I find out what car you drive. We gonna kill you in the parking lot. You want to die over this job? Fat boy. He going at me full throttle. I said, I'm looking at him like, yo, what you on? He like, no, f all that. So now he going at me, and I'm trying not to like cop a plea, but you know we really can't do nothing, and I ain't gonna get no brownie points if I do amputated, bro. That's 110 pounds, dirty. So so now he got his focus on me, and I'm just like thinking in my head like, yo, would I really die for this job? And I'm like negative. So now I gotta figure out how to like bow out gracefully without looking like a bitch. So now I'm like, yo, what am I gonna say to him that make me feel like I'm still sturdy and like, you know what I mean? That it ain't whatever. I'm like, I don't know what you on, but you don't want to go through that. So now I'm talking to him, and I'm like, you know, like I kind of get, you know, they got to de-escalate me out the room a little bit. So now I keep coming back in the room.
So now I'm not turkey.
Yeah. So now I keep coming back in the room. They keep moving me out, and there's a little bit of that, and I'm just like, you weird anyway. I don't even know you. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I leave it at. So later that day, later in the morning, it's 6 o'clock in the morning now. This happened like midnight. It didn't all diffused. So he come out for smoke break. He willing and all that. He come up to me. He need the campus lighter. You know what I mean? He need the lighter. He think I'm gonna be weird. So now he kind of like not even trying to look at me and ask for the lighter. So now I'm like, yo, hun, here you go. Like I seen him coming, had the hand out to give it to him, and he was like, shh. My bad, yo. Like man to man, like I was just pissed y'all was, you know, searching my stuff. You know, and he just apologized. He was like, you know, I ain't mean none of that. I ain't even that. I don't even want to be that guy anymore. You know, I got shot up. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that. You know, I apologize. And I just thinking like, bro, imagine if I was on some super duper weird stuff when he rolled up again. Like, yo, what was all that you was talking? Like, what if I was still T? But now I got to figure out like why people want to tell me their families from demons and they want to kill me in the parking lot.
That shit reminded me of Due Date when he the ball up with the joint when he was handicapable, cuz.
Bro, and I kept saying it the whole time, like, yo, if y'all don't do nothing, I don't have to work. I just collect money. Y'all don't do nothing. Yo. So anyway, I just wanted to tell the story about how like bro family from demons, and if I ever get left at work, that's bro who did it.
Nah, negative, bro. I can't even talk about the. Bro, you got something, cuz? Because I got to get us away from this. Because I don't
got nothing to compete with none of that shit that y'all just said. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Let's just move on.
Rob, I'm so sorry. Rob, I'm sorry. I need you to take care of this for me, though, when that sound come.
What's that? That guy?
No, like the audio.
Yeah, make sure the audio is good.
Don't worry, we got you. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
No, I sounded crazy about it.
Nah,
that dude
it
was crazy.
I tried to fight some old man at Pep Boys one time though. That's why I was not trying.
Bro, we gotta get on with this shit.
Yeah, try to fight some old man.
Yo, you are the most PC guy, Ern.
Listen.
He'd be aware of all the communities.
Yeah, I'm just saying because he put his cane in my face. I'm like, you want to see me, old head?
Transition.
All right, what's up, man? Let's get into these topics, dog. Let's get into these topics. You gotta introduce this now, bro.
Yeah, so now after all this laughing and all this nonsense that we was on, now we gotta get back serious, guys. So I had seen a post about young men are between the ages of 22 and 27 are more jobless at the same rate, even if they're college grads. And I know we all have sons. I was wondering, like, do you kind of talk to them about career and like what are you guys preparing them for? If the landscape is, if you go to college, it's almost the same rate.
They're the same jobless. So college grads and non-college grads are jobless at the same rate.
At the same rates. So not super directly correlated, but I thought that's the aspect we should look at it. Like how are we gonna prepare our sons if that particular demographic of boys is just jobless? Like, should we even be encouraging college? Should we still be maybe more selective? Maybe we got to be like, yo, if you're going to go to college, you only could go for these 6 things because these are only things that pay. Like, what do we got to do as
now we ain't
parents?
even talking income. You saying jobless, like unemployed.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't even talking about like
in your
this
field,
job is high earning and this job is
entry level.
Right, this job is lower earning. You talking about just the ability to have a job, period.
Yeah.
I mean versatility, I guess.
Okay.
I would say versatility. Like if you was to teach your kids, to go to school, maybe you might need a trade on the side or something. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about that earlier, just about having just like how like you got a job and then you got other jobs. Like you actually have 2 jobs, 2 places that you have to be to work. You feel me? Like versus like I got a job, but then like I could work on cars and I kind of could just do that outside, like at my leisure. Like the trade-off and just like having like a more defined skill of something that you might could do outside of work, I would think of something like that, like a little bit more versatile. Whereas though like, because like the way these jobs is closing, like we really just be at the mercy of like whoever in charge. Like if somebody wake up today and say this company don't exist no more, it don't exist. If this position don't exist no more, it just don't exist. Like what you gonna do? And a lot of things, what we seeing now is a lot of jobs are getting phased out. So that's probably why it's increasing, like people like being unemployed at the same rate. I guess you gotta get you some skills and get you some education. I'm still big on the education though, because I be talking to my kids about that. Because like I be telling, like especially like Dre, mostly because he like the one that's like the closest. But it's like I don't want you to have to work as hard as I have worked. You feel me?
And that's equivalent to what?
Like I don't want you to have to work every day 12 hours a day to get paid.
And that's related to what?
Like in terms, like if you go to school and do something different, then you won't have to work as hard.
I don't know.
Nah, it's a fact. What you do making with me and you make the same. You make your money in 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I make my money in 75 hours a week.
But that time I'm trading, you're trading a lot more job security than I have. Like I'm literally 2 to 5 years away from AI probably doing my job.
Yeah,
it's going to start off the first 2-3 years. It's going to be us automating our role to robots. And then sooner or later, it's going to be like robots could just do the whole responsibility.
You don't think we close to AI doing our job?
I talk
we far from that.
I talk to Trey about that all the time. Like, how close are we to robots driving the buses?
How you say that? We have driverless cabs right now.
Yeah, but
driverless.
It ain't a bus.
So?
It ain't the same. It ain't the same mass. It ain't the same. It ain't the same weapon. If somebody hack some cabs, bro, they just some cabs. Somebody hack a bus is different, bro.
Nah, bro.
It's definitely different.
Would y'all
It's
tr-
different,
How you don't think it's different?
bro. Because you can hack anything, and anybody be at the mercy. Somebody hacked Septa when we was there, right?
Bro, yeah, but they didn't hack a bus and use it as a weapon. You know, like every time you go renew your CDL, you gotta take all your identification, where you live, and all of that. You know why that is? Because you operate in heavy equipment. And remember, it was a time when we didn't used to have to do that. Remember when we first got our CDLs, you didn't have to have all that verification to
Alright,
do that.
So question: how different is a bus and a train? Because a train is on tracks, right?
Yeah.
Train roll up, stop, it go. It can only follow the tracks, right?
A bus is worse.
Yeah, but how you gonna get the train off the track, bro? If you wanted to do something dangerous with it,
Why you gotta get it off the track?
Because you're talking about
To make it go 100 miles an hour and crash into something, why you gotta have it off the track?
or how many fully autonomous trains are they going around that people on? That's the other part. Then how you gonna get the public to trust it?
We talking about just the closeness of it.
I don't think it's close, bro. I don't think we see that in the next decade.
I disagree.
I
disagree.
don't.
Would
think
y'all get on a plane?
Apple already making driverless semi trucks.
Yeah, but they not out here.
Would y'all ride a plane that was done?
There are, bro.
Where?
I think there is some semi trucks that are. I read something about that.
They've been doing this for a while. I just don't see it in the next decade or so.
No, you tripping. I disagree. But all right.
All right. The question was, would y'all get on an airplane
Right.
With
Would you get on
AI.
an airplane with no pilot?
with no pilot?
I don't see the pilot now, so how would I know?
I mean, listen, if you listen,
I'd
if
be
you
bugging, I'd be bugging a little bit.
if you cool with all this automated shit,
Bro, if somebody told you that it wasn't a pilot, then you would be bugging. But what if you already been on a plane without a
Bro.
how would you know?
bro, because we see the pilot, bro.
They greet you on the way in
Right,
and
you
out.
see the pilot.
And bull go to sleep. Bull, you know they only use the pilot for two things, right?
Yeah, the land and take off.
All right, cool.
But he's
and then he go to sleep.
okay again. So even if we go by your theory, that wouldn't phase out our job. That would just change our job. Because even when they was talking about autonomous buses and trucks and all that, it was a person still on it. Because somebody got to be there in case the shit go wrong.
Right. Until we perfect it. And then we don't need that.
And how you think that that's close?
Yes.
I don't see that.
But we in 2025.
Bro, we were supposed to have flying cars in 2000.
No, that was stupidity of people saying we were supposed to have flying cars in 2000. We close to flying cars now.
You think?
Yeah, bro, we see people with jetpacks, even though it's not to the general
Bro, you
public,
think
but
niggas
they're
got
out
flying
there.
cars.
Yes, bro, you tripping.
We're watching too much Fast X.
Bro, Waymo operates in many cities right now.
I know. I see them Jones. They be around.
Oh, bro, you tripping.
Listen, I see them Jones, bro. It ain't a bus. It's a car.
And that's how you start, bro. You gotta crawl before you walk.
Listen, we'll see.
All right.
We'll see. Listen,
I'm just reeling us back in, literally, back to what we was talking about the kids and what would be some of the things that y'all would lean, push your kids towards, or how do you plan to
I would
parent
tell my son to. I try to tell him now with everything to try to see ahead, try to be able to try to play chess instead of checkers. Try to predict, like pick a path where you're not gonna face that. Like what we talking about. We like driving. You saying we ain't gonna be there. I think we're gonna be there. But if you pick that path, you're more likely to have a job than not. You get what I'm saying? As many paths that you could choose where we far away from that. You gotta try to look into the future and try to make
Because that's the other part about it.
an
Because
informed decision.
roles will be deleted, bro. Like, can you imagine being educated in something and all of something, that industry or that
That's it just close.
it just don't exist,
Yeah,
right? So you can guess wrong. You can pick wrong. Right?
absolutely.
Rob, you got you was making an argument, and I just really got where we back were is you had made a point that because I went to school, I made money a lot easier than you, and then I said, we're trading your job security, versus
Or-
my hours, right? So your job security, unionized, all that stuff, right? Pennies on a dollar for benefits. I'm making the money easier. Job security is less. Companies buy each other, let go, layoffs. If the economy too bad, you know.
I think I still got to
You're saying
trade.
because you have a degree, Lou?
Yeah, because
I
I'm
think I still
because I'm
gotta
the
trade
example of
the-
what he's saying. He
I
went
think I
to
still
yeah.
got to trade the time, bro.
And you got to think about the debt that you hold because of the school.
I also hold the debt. Yeah. You ever played the game of life? This is like what the game of life is.
I think the college system is going to probably die or change a lot in the next 5 years.
I agree with that too.
Like majorly.
Because all they do is keep increasing prices, and they have a smaller and smaller populations.
Yeah, it's just not making sense if you look at the numbers.
And the workforce is bad. The workforce and job economy is really bad.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think the
can't
game's gonna
justify.
change, for sure.
Something has to exist.
Yeah, I mean, things do have to exist. I think, right now, like they say, all the blue collar trades are the new millionaires. So all the people that own HVAC and carpentry and electricians, plumbers.
And all of that.
Yeah, skill. It's a skill that can't really be.
So they're all the modern millionaires. All them LLCs are the modern day. Hey, we earn over $1 million a year companies. Like that's raising, I would say, the floor of the economy, right? Those type of jobs, them type of blue collar jobs, people branching off with them skills, doing it fully entrepreneurial. They're the new millionaires instead of. Just 5 years ago, as if you came up with a new app or if you guessed right on crypto, they were all the new millionaires. Saying all to say, bringing it back to job security and education, it's just a trade-off. It's just a preference thing and a trade-off. I just think the education system, if you're not going to school for a degree that results in some type of license or certificate, it's just a brick.
Like being a doctor, a lawyer, something.
Yeah. And you're talking about automation taking over mathematics, finance, accounting. That's the first things to be automated. They say any repetitive skills. So somebody that knows tax is 0.33, they putting that against all these different numbers and doing that. You know what I mean? They don't need a human for that anymore. That could be automated. But long story less long, I didn't get the chance to chime in, was that my wife has been talking to about the kids getting trades, like maybe also going to school for learning how to do hair or carpentry or something, or baking, or get back
Something
to
they're not gonna get a robot to do.
Yeah, and Manny doing the same thing, trying to find a trade, and she was like maybe like early teens, woodworking class and stuff like that, just for them to be familiar. She was even thinking about it from a home repair standpoint. She was like, I hate that any big projects in the house, like we can't do it. Our parents, so on and so on, couldn't do it. You just had a place where we just a consumer and repairs. And she was like, it'd be nice to be like, we know how to do sheetrock and we know how to do all these things or whatever. Frame the house out.
Gotta get some skills, dog.
Huh?
I said gotta get some skills.
Yeah, for sure. I was just raised for a different world, you know what I mean? On objective wise, and I had the dad to do it, Continuing our theme of AI, moving on. So I had seen 3 posts that I wanted to talk to you about, and one was in Japan. They have created an artificial womb to carry a kid successfully, and in China, they created an android robot capable of carrying a baby and giving birth. And then also, if you ask Chatgpt and things like that for parenting advice, it's also offering legit parenting advice. So, as a room full of fathers, how do y'all feel about the future of AI with the giving birth and the robots having enough smarts to help you parent in your household?
I don't even know how to respond.
So, all right. So when they get the baby, how are they making the baby? They taking an egg and then they inseminating the egg, and then it's not being placed into a female.
Yeah,
it's just
basically a robot.
But it's a human.
It's a robot. They said they called it an android. And then the other one was an artificial womb. Just the womb was artificial.
But the baby was a human.
In what instance will we need this?
Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is that human?
Maybe if a woman couldn't carry a baby physically, and she needed to carry the baby elsewhere.
One of them was
something alternative to surrogate mother, maybe. Alternative? Am I off on that?
No, I think that's probably on point. If you had to compare it to something.
Ern, I'm talking to you and you frozen.
Because he's trying to. Because he's
I don't
thinking.
get it. I don't get why.
So
why
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
This? Why? What road will we need this?
We're going to the Matrix.
There are trillions of people on this earth that can carry. Children.
Like when we.
What would be the point of even starting this project? Like, how do we get here to need a robot surrogate?
Right, like we had surrogates, like where people carry babies for other people.
Facts.
That's what I said.
I know, but that already exists with a
China
person.
is one of the most populated places
in the world.
in the world. Why would they need this?
Bro, they want their genius to go somewhere. We're about to go populate another planet or something, bro. We about to be out. They about to send people up there now.
In the robots.
Yeah, I told you, baby Neos and them, bro.
But the robot, the human baby comes out the robot?
Yeah, I might have been exaggerating with the it could give full birth. They might have to go in and take the baby, but same thing. The baby come out.
I don't even see how the baby would get the proper nutrients and all the stuff that is transferred human to human.
Right.
I don't get how a baby would get all of that
in the machine.
In a robot. It's not real.
What did you say?
Rob said they just pump it in the machine. They just
pump it into the robot.
Yeah, but it's not real. Our body creates.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But they have like the
hormones.
They think they got it all.
Yeah, the hormones, the vitamins, the minerals.
Yeah, but it's not natural. So we just gonna have a bunch of robot kids.
Right.
Like humans, robot kids.
Like, yo, there's Tony. He's one of them robot babies.
It's hybrid babies. Bro, hybrid babies is crazy.
Yo, this is wild, yo.
I mean, y'all,
they gonna come out like.
What's gonna be on the birth certificate?
CP3O.
It's definitely gonna be a bunch of numbers and letters.
They gonna be man. Them kids gonna be what's the
gonna
show?
be robot
What's the name?
discrimination,
They gonna be like the kids out the boys.
True.
Yeah.
That's how they gonna be.
Oh, that's a Prime Video show.
Shout out to Prime Video, but you can't. I don't think like some things in life just shouldn't be experimented with, and I think that's just.
Bro,
we're going too far, bro.
Yeah, like we're doing too much.
We going too far.
Like just like bro said, it's mad people in China. Like if you can't carry the baby, you could find somebody else to carry the baby.
Yeah. I don't see the point. Like we're not lacking in like population or
we actually overpopulated.
Facts. We mad overpopulated. So I don't understand.
Somebody created COVID too.
Facts.
All right, man.
All right, but I wanted to say something.
What's up?
Because y'all said something interesting that I'm living in real life.
Go ahead.
So I work at one of the leading companies in tech in the world, right? And this is a problem that I have, working there and being in the front of tech, because you always talk about working for the city or the government or agency, whatever it is.
Slow.
Yeah, dog. I've worked at places that the phone was like high tech. Like that was considered high tech, being able to call and leave a voicemail. Email was like foreign to them. Like that's where I was working at prior to working at this new company. And I think today, all of the people at the top of our company and the worker bees right under them that are trying to get promotions, they're all creating things that didn't exist before in the company, whether it's new processes or new tools or new systems or whole new products. Them same people that are doing that for promotion are the same people that are eliminating these jobs. Like you done created something so good that they don't need you no more.
Self-preservation.
Right? So you done bought into the company so much that, hey, I got to make something that didn't exist before exists, and that's how I'm gonna get recognized from I made the company better with this project. And you did something that eliminated a whole department or your own department, or you didn't optimize and made y'all so efficient that you so efficient they don't even need your efficient ass.
It's like a cashier creating a self-checkout.
Yes. And that's what people in my company and other leaders in tech have done. Because just 4 years ago, you seen go to school for coding, get a certain coding. And in 4 years, first thing that was created with the AI, we taught the AI how to code. We taught the AI how to code as the base level of what it can do, and eliminated all of y'all.
But somebody that did coding was hyped to do that.
Yes. Somebody got promoted. Somebody saved the industry trillions of dollars by
making the AI code.
Now we don't need coders and software engineers.
Trick yourself out your spot, bro.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. They about to trick us out of being humans.
Facts.
You got the video?
Who got the video for this?
Yeah,
I got the video. Yeah, tricking us out of being humans is crazy. Robots carrying kids. Do the robot go outside, or like is this like in the lab?
I don't know.
Like, do they got a lab with just robots?
Siblings can grow up in the same house.
No siblings grow up in the same house. No siblings have the same parents. No siblings have the same family. No siblings have the same childhood. Why not? Number one, there's the birth order. Parents don't relate to the first child the way they relate to the second child. Then there's gender differences. And I'm not talking about whether parents love the kids or not. I'm talking about what actually happens. The child doesn't experience the parents' love. The child experiences the way the parent shows up. Number two, the parents' relationship might be in a different phase with one child and another. Then, the parents might be in a different economic situation. The parents' lives might be different. Then, each child will evoke a different response from the parent. You have 2 daughters and a son. I have 2 sons and a daughter. It's not that I loved or we loved any one of them more than the other, but we responded to them differently. And there's one more factor, which is children are born with different temperaments, which is they experience the world differently. So even if I could be the same parent to all my kids, which I couldn't be, they'd still have 3 different parents because they would experience me differently.
My man was getting deep.
I mean, good thing that we still funny enough to laugh during episodes while we talk about serious topics. But I felt them. And
1,000%.
My question to y'all was like,
bro, what's the age difference between you and your brother?
9 years.
9 years, bro. Y'all didn't get the same parent.
Not at all. And we biologically got different dads.
Well, y'all didn't get the same mom.
1,000%. So
Right.
I didn't even get a chance to ask the question. But yeah, did you notice this growing up? I thought of this. I don't want to feel like I'm talking long again.
Oh, you good, bro.
No, but in the passing of my mom, you know, I talk to family members and stuff that are close to her, and that makes me feel good sometimes to hear people reference her. And one of the things that came out when I was talking to Pat Walker, shout out Pat Walker, she was like, you know, you was your mom first hold me baby. And I was kind of thinking like, what does that mean? Like, she was like, your mom was a working mom. Your mom had her mom, all your Aunt Shirley, you know, your Aunt Doris, you know, had all this, you know, all the siblings of your mom's line were still alive. And she has a sister. And she was like, so with your brother, she was able to drop him off. And, you know, she was still young. She was 28, working, same job or whatever, working hard. She didn't have to raise him by herself. So then my dad comes along and he's retired. He's like slowing my mom down even though she's younger. Like, you gonna sit there and hold that baby.
Yeah.
So now me and my mom, I'm the first baby that she had to sit there and hold and be like, yo, you the nurturer. It wasn't a shared nurturing situation. My grandparents on that side had passed away. All them siblings had passed away. That village was a lot smaller and non-existent, let alone my dad's super old school. Like, yo, you gonna be the mom to this boy.
All right, fact.
You know, so we definitely have different experiences, and I can see a lot of that difference in me and my brother. You know, how we experience my pop, how we experience love and loss, and you know what I mean? So I was just curious if y'all noticed that growing up and if that affects how y'all parent y'all kids.
1,000%. One, between me and my sister, we 6.5 years. And my mom was young when she had her. So they more like friends, and you could see it. Like, it's like having her best friend. And with me is, one, I'm a boy, and you was in your 20s and you was married. So it was a much different situation. It's a much different parenting situation. And yes, we got the same parents, but they was young, they was inexperienced, they was XYZ. They was much older, they was married, They was more mature when they had me, and then eventually had my brother a few years later. So absolutely, we get different experiences in the same house.
I'm like the only kid. I'm like the only kid with like 20 siblings.
I was about to say you an only kid, but got mad brothers and sisters.
Yeah, hella siblings. But I don't have like a
comparison.
Yeah, I don't have like a point of reference. It's just us in there. I don't really got a point of reference for it. I do have a point of reference for it with like my own children.
Good.
I was about to say, you see how your mom treats you versus how she treats your kids.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. That
same thing.
Right. And even with my own kid, like, like I say all the time, like, Ash got a better dad by default because I was just more established, like more hands-on. Like Dre just, like, we like friends. We kind of probably like your mom and your sister. You feel me? Like, because me and Dre, like, grew up together. Like, we, like I was a kid, you was a kid. We kind of, like, I was becoming a man and you was there. Like, it's different. It's different. He definitely got, like, a way, Ash definitely got a way better dad than Dre got, which is crazy, but yeah.
No, I'm over here thinking about Manny and Osa, even though it wasn't that big of an age gap, it's only 3 years.
Yeah.
But they different sexes.
Yeah, I know.
So you softer to one,
Yeah, especially now. I'm a lot softer now to Osa, especially after Varnia. It was like you gotta be different with her. Yeah, I do notice a difference. Even though their personalities, like he said, they're experiencing the world different. Even like the fact that Osa like hits and stuff in daycare, and Manny was the one being hit. Manny more susceptible at being bullied, and Osa's more susceptible to being a bully. So even being her dad and trying to be like more of a verbal dad with her, she getting way more trouble than Manny. In the world and at home. She the one always end stuff, and Manny was just not like that. I don't have a lot of them same experiences of him being in trouble. The teachers coming up like, yeah, she did this again, or she threw something at the teacher, or she hit another kid under the table today. She wouldn't stop, and Osa's talking back this week. Manny never did that, so I didn't even have that correction. But
and then that's the other part too. Like when you got multiple kids, like different kids bring out a different side of you, even just in that, because the kids are already gonna be their own people, so they're already gonna have their own personality, and then like the difference of their personalities is then in turn going to make you treat them differently. It's gonna make you handle them differently. Like if like he's softer, you're gonna be a little gentle at times where it's like, oh, he not soft, so like I gotta be a little bit more rough with him. So like, yeah, they definitely gonna just get different versions of you just because they're different.
Yeah, and I just think place in life we were, like, even how I became Manny Pop is like a much different. It's special, but it's definitely different than how I became Osa's Pop. Like one was like really excited, one was kind of like, like, I guess we're doing this. So like even like that excitement and like the build up for them, I call them two very different specials. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Osa is she love you. She's like a sour, sweet and sour thing. You know what I mean? She very loving and like, but then at the same time she'll boop boop boop. You know what I mean? Manny just gentle all around, man. Like. You tell Manny, you tell Manny you disappointed in him or something to break him down. You breaking my heart, Dad.
Trying to use that to his advantage. Trying to get over, cuz.
For sure.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Ready to get messy a little bit?
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's like light messy.
It's light messy.
The first one is like light messy.
We're 10 years in. I heard you say that you had 10 years where you didn't even like Barack. So I'm like, man, where is that coming in?
You know, I just tell the truth. You know, it's like you have these periods, right? And if you're married for 30 years, you know, you just look at the odds. If you're going to be married 30 years and somebody told you a third of those times wouldn't be great, you'd still take the odds. You take those odds. Yeah. Those are great odds. The point being is that marriage is beautiful, but it's difficult. And you don't just walk away in the difficult times because you miss all the beauty, because you think it's got to be perfect, you know, and it is never perfect. It just is, you know. It just is.
Yeah, yo. So
he's married for 10 years and she didn't like cuz.
She's married for 30 years.
No, I mean, but for 10 years of that, she didn't like cuz.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure people have seen clips like this. She has referenced this a few times, but I wanted to ask, do y'all think people are aware of the grit that's required to be married? And is it another social media thing that like falling in love and getting married is like you only kind of see the good part, and you know everybody makes being married look good? Like, is that a social media influence thing?
Do people know? No.
They don't know.
We come from probably the most spoiled generation ever, where we just see what we like. We just see it and we want that, and we don't want to deviate from it. We don't want to work to get it. We want the instant gratification. This is the microwave era. You see Stacy, she got married in the Bahamas, and a bunch of them had a wedding, a party of 300, but you don't know what it took to get there.
You think people want to do it for the moment?
Yeah, absolutely.
For the look?
Absolutely,
for the look, bro.
We talk about marriage all the time and how 70% of it fails. And I think that's why, because people just do it just to do it.
And also on social media, it's always an advertisement out there that the grass is greener somewhere. Somebody got a fatter ass or somebody got more money. So it's easier to be like, man, I could be done with you and be over here with him. Vice versa.
I don't think you know what it is, to be honest, and why like a lot of people really don't have like the know-how to just understand it, because a lot of people don't have the examples of people that's married.
Right.
Like how many like all of our parents here were married, so we got these examples, but there's a lot of people that just don't. Like, just don't have nobody to talk to who was ever married, who are married. Like, a lot of people don't have them examples to know, like, the ins and outs. So then you just think what it's going to be like. You don't really know what it's going to be like. I think, like, that get lost in translation. But, I mean, I guess it's thorough that she said, like, she ain't liking for 10 years. I just don't know how that works.
The season,
like,
that season of marriage.
10 years is a long season, bro.
Yeah, I mean, 30's a long time overall.
She probably gassing it, but
is she spicing it?
Probably.
It's 10 years spread apart or something. Probably. It ain't 10 years consecutive.
Right.
You don't like somebody for 10 years consecutive, then
she might got a book we could probably find that information out what she was describing.
I mean, I'd be curious. Like, I know it ain't but
that's what marriage is.
Yeah, it ain't
supposed to be. It's supposed to be
through thick and thin, through good,
thick
bad,
and thin, in and out. It's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be you coming one with somebody and covering their weaknesses and strengths and all these beautiful things.
So then why are they ending in divorce so high?
Because they don't value them things. They just say them on the camera for the video.
Because people don't know what they're getting themselves into, and they run at the first chance they get.
What's the difference between like?
It's easier for me to walk away from you than for us to work through it
and figure it out.
It's just easier for me to start over, and it's more beautiful for me to start over.
Because
that's more beautiful.
I can get on the gram.
The honeymoon phase.
New me, new beginnings. All of that. All that stuff.
And you want to be honest, bro? That's how I look at social media, Ern. And you on a hell of a point. It's all. You're sharing all your life events. So if I get a new man,
I can put all the new life events.
Hey, I'm dating again.
It's all exciting.
It's a vacation.
It's more beautiful.
I got proposed to. Oh, this is the bridal shower.
And then guess what? Yeah. And then you got all the people in the comment section. Oh,
Goals,
I'm so happy
goals.
for you. Oh my God, you glowing.
Definitely
oh my God, you
goals.
look so good. Oh my.
Yep, start the life events
And
again.
that feels good to people.
And then
to
they
get
run out,
that.
and then
Bro,
they run
this
out
is
again.
that's the most superficial stuff ever.
We are superficial generation.
Yep.
We are superficial. That's just what it is.
So like, social media is a place where you only post the good and the positive of your life, right? So my point of bringing up the grit is like, we would never know what they're persevering through. We'll never know what they're working on. We'll never know the character flaws that we're working so that this link of love actually stay. And only thing that we get the results on is, oh, they back on the market. That must have blew up. Because you'll never get the bad.
Facts.
You'll never get the bad. And my thing is like, even when you
It'll
see,
just be 4 months later, be like, dang, I ain't see Stacey post.
it's just like when people are like entrepreneurs or something, right? They'll show you the climb when it's good, and then they'll just like rebrand to, I do
It just
credit.
disappeared or something different.
Yeah. Now I do credit repair. You ain't gonna tell me the trucking company failed though, huh?
Thanks.
But that's a style of content.
New hustle.
Some new link in bio. You know what I mean? For real. So
Big things coming. All of that. That's the type
we
of
only
generation.
show. It's a style of content that people actually show their failures. And I think that's the most real and honest version of content, though.
So do you think like our parents were scared to leave if it was time to leave?
Oh no, y'all situation different than mine.
I mean, because they left eventually.
Yeah, my parents split.
Right.
Now my parents was together for a long time, but they did come to a head and walk away from each other.
Cause like I just think about like my mom and my dad, and like I just used to watch them argue a lot, like a lot. Like my mom and dad argue anywhere. I'm surprised y'all ain't never seen my mom and dad argue before.
No,
Never. I'm new to this. I'm new to the.
Bro was around those. You ain't
Yeah.
never.
Anytime I seen Bernard, he was super cool, bro.
He always cool, but they used to be having tiffs. Like my mom, bro, like easily irritated. Like I don't know how bro be like. I be having to hug my mom every day. She get irritated with me every day. Like no matter what, like she get irritated with me so every day. I be hugging her like, mom, it's cool, mom, just let it go. Don't worry about it. I know they was picking up the trash earlier. I forgot. Like every day about something. It don't matter what it is. It could be anything. It could be you didn't come upstairs and check
So
on
you
me.
can't imagine being her partner for
Hell no.
40 years.
Hell no. Like, none of that for sure. But like my pop used to catch it about like, yo, my pop could do something like he could like say like her back was hurting or something, and he like all right, I'm gonna go get the hot water bottle so you could put the hot water bottle on it to soothe your back. If that joint was too hot and it like burned her, like she'd feel like he did it on like he did it like you burnt me on purpose. Like she one of those. She used to be on that. Like bro used to be catching it. And they used to just be having tiffs all the time. So I know like at some point it was just like, man, I'm out, cause like I gotta be going to get Ghost, but he never got Ghost and he never left. So it was just like, but y'all used to be beefing, but like yo, we love each other. But I'm like,
but the good probably outweighed the bad.
I'm sure, but it's like nowadays we don't even get to that.
No, because we don't understand. We don't value the same things that they value.
True.
I think
it's just not there.
I was thinking about this when we was talking, bro. Was like I don't know if marriage was harder to get divorced before. It just happened way less. The fact that we know it exists and people are successful at divorcing, and like if we treated marriage like it's something that we couldn't get out of, like a life sentence, we would choose better, and you'll probably have a higher success rate of like, hey, I properly vetted this person, I dated them for a long time, I lived together. I know I want to procreate. I know I want to build life with them.
Thanks, bro. It's no consequence.
It's no consequence. We have this two-way door at any point in time. Maybe I just feel something. Maybe you're not even doing nothing. It depends on who's divorcing who, and like, some things, I guess, like infidelity and stuff like that was something against me. And
bro, marriage is a fad, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's just too easy to get out of, bro.
We treat words like forever. We treat words like locked in, infinity, all that. It's all fad words, bro. It's all trigger words.
Her and her husband violated my son. So check this out, Mike. I pay $850 a month in child support for my son. But on top of that, I also cover his car note, his car insurance, and his phone bill as well. Dads being dads, I love to see it. Yeah. I make sure he's taken care of because he's my kid, and I want to make sure he has everything he needs. My son is 16 and even got a part-time job working at a fast food restaurant to start learning some responsibility. So the other day, he tells me he got fired from his job. It won't be the last time that happens. Trust and believe. And of course, I asked him why. He says he kept missing work because he didn't have a ride. Now I'm confused. Yeah, me too. Because I'm the one paying for his car. So how in the world don't you have a ride? Super duper valid question. That's when he tells me that his mom let her husband borrow his car because his was in the shop. Time out. Technical foul. What? That's when I snapped. That makes two of us. I cussed her out for putting a man's needs above her own son's, especially knowing the car was bought and paid for by me to make sure my kid had independence and could actually get to work. So she tells me my husband ain't gonna be without a car while my underage son is out here driving. Like this video if you think she's a piece of shit. You crazy? So now I'm heated. I'm paying all this money to make sure my son has everything he needs, but she's out here prioritizing a grown-ass man over her own kid. Report the car stolen. At this point, I don't know if I should take the car completely out of her control, go back to court, or just let my son figure it out until he's 18.
My man Mike Murphy be drawing.
Shout out to Mike Murphy though.
I'll be thinking half these like story time videos.
Somebody be making them up.
It gotta be made up.
It's probably AI.
It has to be made up. Because from the stepdad's perspective, how you feel comfortable even taking this kid's car?
He probably feel like his job more important.
What that got to do with this kid's car that you don't pay for? I can see if you paid for the car and you felt like your job was more important, so you used the car. But no, that's not the situation. So as a man, how do you feel comfortable in this situation?
As a man, you don't. But if that
he
is
obviously do.
If my job is more important, you feel me? I don't feel like a man because I can't, my car in the shop for an extended period of time. I need to still get to work, and now we're talking about logistics. Like you willing to lose the roof over your son's head over me needing to use his car or not? Like we being honest.
Wait, bro, what?
Like the mom might.
I get what he's saying, but I don't understand because that's not y'all being the two adults in the house. That's for y'all to figure out.
Well,
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. You're not wrong. Somebody had to give in something because he got the keys to the car.
Yeah, he ain't steal the car.
Right. The mom confiscated it and gave it to him.
Because logistically, we need stepdad to go to work to pay for this crib we all staying in here. Your $850 don't pay for the crib.
All right, but now we in this situation. Now, what if the dad actually takes the car back? Now, what y'all going to do?
Now we're jeopardizing the roof over your son's head.
Wait, who's jeopardizing?
You.
So we got to get to work.
I need to get to work so I can pay for the roof that over his head.
Wait, who are you talking to though?
I'm talking to you, the dad, bro.
Why the fuck would I care about what's going on in your house?
Because your son live here a period of the time.
He can, and the way this dad's talking, he can come live with me.
Then that's the choice you make. But in the interim,
I don't think that.
Bro, you're not convincing me to use the card that I'm paying for so you can get to work. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like you're getting at.
What if for a week or two?
Bro didn't have that on his options though. No option on there involved his son living with him.
Yeah, and Lou just threw that in there, so I had to throw it in there. But as a man, I'm not taking that kid's car.
Yes, we're all not. But in the event that it's like, yo, the mortgage.
Why are you saying but? And in the event, I'm not taking that kid's car.
In no event.
No event.
All right.
I showed you how my dad used to steal my car.
That's your dad and your car. That's your father.
What's the difference?
What do you mean?
It's not your stepfather. It's not your mom boyfriend.
Oh.
That somebody else is actively paying for.
Well, he didn't pay for the car.
He did.
Yeah, but this man is paying for the car.
Oh, yeah, he did. But my dad didn't pay for my car.
Yeah, but that's your dad, bro. You take that up with you being a man. You take that up with your dad.
Y'all confusing me with all these.
You
dads.
pay for it, right?
I paid for the car.
So you take it up with your dad.
I did.
All right, cool. I'm paying for this car. I'm taking it up with the person that's trying to control it.
The mom.
And the stepdad.
I feel like he didn't even get busy with the stepdad.
Yeah, but he should. He could.
What if he just wanted to borrow the car, though? What if he asked to borrow the car? What if it's your son and he asked your son to borrow the car?
He can't ask my son to borrow shit.
Why not? It's his car.
Yeah, that I'm paying for.
So he got to ask you?
Hell yeah.
So he should have asked you to get
And
the
it's
car.
a hard no.
So what if he asked your son?
What if y'all was cool though?
I promise you. Stop.
What if y'all was cool?
I need y'all
what if dad and stepdad was alright?
I need y'all two to stop.
What if we was fly when we seen each other? It was like, oh, what's good, bro? You know, and I invite you to
Listen,
Thanksgiving and all
listen.
that. What if y'all fly?
18 years from now, you paying for Osa car. Her boyfriend driving the car though. And she catching the bus. He dropping her. You cool with that?
No.
All right, so what are we talking about?
But you said boyfriend and when she 18. Like he not do they live together?
It doesn't matter who's driving
Do they
the
live
car.
together?
Yeah, they live together.
Do he pay all the bills?
You pay for her car though.
Okay, do he pay all the bills?
Yeah.
Then he can drive the car, bro.
Oh, you cool with that?
Bro,
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking
Listen.
you, are you cool
where's she
with
catching the bus
that?
to?
Work. Or sometimes she missing work because she ain't got no ride.
Is Dre the driver of the bus?
I need y'all to stop with these hypotheticals.
All right, bro, we with you, bro.
I promise you, if Nadia, if somebody's driving Nadia car that you paying for, you got a problem with it.
That's a fact, bro.
All right, so what we talking about?
He a stepdad. What if I had to take Nadia a car and her dad was paying for it?
Then her dad should take that up with you, bro.
I make sure that everything get handled. Though.
That's what I was saying.
And
That's the point
guess
I was
what?
making.
You're not taking Nadia's car that her dad paying for. I know you. You're not taking Nadia's car that her dad's paying for.
I'm probably not,
Bro, I
right,
feel
cool.
like the other day we was potting and you was on a way wrong side of an argument before. And like, I feel like I make a good argument that like, yo, if Step Pop is paying the mortgage and I can't get to work for 2 weeks, young boy, my job is more important than your job, bro.
Cool. I'm not saying you wrong in thinking that. But me being the outside entity that's paying for that transportation, I don't give a That's not my problem.
All right, so when we get our crib foreclosed on, and
That's
now
still not my problem.
He's gonna take his kid.
That's
to live
still
with-
not my problem. If you get your crib foreclosed on, that's still not my problem.
I thought we was- I thought we was all a team.
Yeah.
Who?
Us, the stepdad.
Then why ain't nobody helping me finance this kid's life if we a team?
You only paying at $850.
Only paying $850 is crazy. What type of car you paying $850 for?
It's a combination of child support, car insurance, and car note. There's not even no car note. It's just car insurance and child support. My fault, bro. I'm just messing, yo. Y'all don't like dark blue mode, man?
$850 is crazy.
Only paying the $850. $850 killed me right now, dog.
Bro, saying I was on the wrong side of an argument, I don't never feel I was on the wrong side of an
Bro,
argument.
As you should not.
Bro,
I forgot what led you took though.
What listener and listener world? Yo, it was Malik. Shout out Malik. Malik was like, yo, your man Aaron was wilding.
Yeah, you took. I forgot you took the ledge on something.
You did.
And I don't think I was wrong, whatever it was.
Bro, he left me voice joints and I kept them. I'm afraid to play them though.
He took no. It was. I know what it was. It was
Oh, he said cyberbullying. You was drunk.
Oh yeah, when you
When I said it ain't real, the internet ain't real.
Yeah.
I still
He said
believe
gang
that.
said that ain't real.
It ain't real.
he was saying like, yo, before you could get like only trolled by like people that's on your block. So like if you got beat up, you lost a fight, and it's only your block, like they gonna clown you on your block. Now when you get knocked out, somebody watching that shit in Switzerland, bro, grinding you up, bro.
And if I turn off the internet, do I feel the effects of the person in Switzerland laughing? If I push the power button.
Yeah.
If I delete Instagram off my phone and
Yes.
Facebook off my phone, how do I feel the effect of somebody in Switzerland?
Because your siblings seen it online and they gonna come tell you, yo, they bidding on you in Switzerland. It's just, you go to school the next day. Everybody in the hallway,
and that's
yo, they bidding on you in New Zealand,
bro. And that's your soft, fragile ego.
And they print it out and put it on your locker.
Cool.
And then they put memes, and then they turn it. They turn the language to Chinese, and now you get knocked out in Chinese.
Cool. You're watching ESPN, and they put it on there.
Cool. Y'all going to the super extreme.
That's what be happening.
Which is cool.
You keep thinking everything live on the internet, bro. It come right to your front door. Your barber be cutting your hair. Like, yo, I seen you was on the internet. This happened. They commenting on
I never told you how we watched the video in the barbershop of your man getting beat up.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Somebody that we know, he got beat up in real life. And then I watched it on the 50-inch screen in the barbershop. And that's a bad joint.
I stand by it.
He said I stand.
And it ain't anything I can control.
No, that's a fact.
Hey, young boy, I need your will to get to work. My job more important than yours.
Go holler at my pop. That's what young boys should just say. Go holler at my pop.
Nah, I'm gonna go holler at your mom.
Now you gotta fight old here for saying I'm
about to say, so hypothetical right quick. We long-winded. Cause Bull said he started tipping on the mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now what the step pop do?
He gotta defend his queen.
All right.
No, he not gonna defend his queen?
He should.
But you don't think
But he wrong. And to me, he seemed like a nut, and I don't think he would.
Hey, yo. I mean, he needed the will, bro.
Listen,
I keep talking this. He needed the will. That's his problem, bro.
He needed the will, man.
Bro, I live in California. I live in the Valley. I work in downtown LA. That's on like 2 hours with traffic.
Bro, if your car break down tomorrow, whose problem is it that you got to get to work at 6?
My problem.
All right, cool.
Yeah, but what did that shit like an hour and a half away though? One way. One of my
I don't know what you keep giving me these hypotheticals, bro. It's
people
not inching me no further in the other direction.
Bro, there are people that
one of the
live in
kids gonna
Jersey.
have to let us hold the car.
Yeah, you feel me?
Cool. Go talk
We a
to
family, right?
Go talk to the
I'm
person.
dad when you not around, right?
No.
He said no, you never dad when I'm not around.
You never dad.
All right.
I'm dad.
I'm father figure when you not around, right?
Oh, you stepdad, you saying?
I'm father figure when you not around, right?
I don't know nothing about that. You stepdad, right? I'm dad. Don't ever say you dad when I'm not around. I'm always around.
Bro, he be hearing that in the crib that I be daddy though. You feel me? Like relax.
Hey yo. Oh man, yo. This is a good joint, yo. But yeah, this is a good joint. Yeah, that's why I had to move out though, because my dad was taking my car. That was one of the last straws before I hit up Aaron like, yo, we gotta go find somewhere to stay. I woke up one day and had somewhere to go. I don't even remember where I had to go. It probably wasn't even important. It wasn't work or nothing. And my car was just gone. Like went outside. Actually I looked for my keys first, and then I went outside and my car was gone.
And he had his own will?
Yeah, he had his own will.
So he just taking your will to take it?
Yeah, I said, yo, I tried to call him. Like, bro, like, yo, you got my car? He like, yeah. I'm like, yo, but you have a car. Like, why are you driving my car? He like, man, I like driving your car. That's just what he was on.
You sweet, dog.
Nah, bro.
You was sweet.
This is the Bonneville?
No, this was the Concord. Yeah.
You sweet for it, bro.
And I ended up giving him, I gave him like 4 cars after that. That was probably the first car. Yeah, that was the second car I gave him.
So him and your dad had a car? Him and your mom had a car?
Concord
Or they shared
caught
a
on
car?
fire.
No, the Sebring caught on fire.
All right.
I don't even know what all these wheels is.
I had like 5, 6.
What you have
wheels
after the
before that.
Bonneville? The Malibu?
After the Malibu?
No, what you have
after the Lesage?
Didn't you have a... Am I making Bonneville up?
No, Aaron had a Bonneville.
Yeah, I had a Bonneville back in the day.
I didn't have a Bonneville. I had...
What you had when you had the braids? I met you with braids.
When I had braids, bro? Nah.
What is wrong with your face?
No, with braids, bro. No, first car I had a Honda Accord, and then I had a Sebring, and then I had a Skylark, and then I had a Concord, and then I had the Lesage, and I had the Malibu.
Yeah, I met you had the Lesage.
Yeah, then I had the DeVille, then the XTS, and now the MDX. But yeah, but I gave my pop like 4 or 5 of them cars at a point in time.
I was asking, did both parents have a car?
Yes, they all had their own. My mom had her own car. He had his own car. He just said, I like driving your John. The TVs flip out and stuff.
And you sweet for it, bro.
That's
so
crazy. Yeah, I had
this.
to get out there, John. I said, bro, I'm moving out, man. I'm out of here. Wake up, my car going and shit. I didn't even ask. Listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to More Than the Dad, man. This has been a good John. I actually, my man scored 50 today. Gave me a little 25.
I'll take
but
it,
yeah,
bro.
shout out to y'all. Shout out to the listeners. If y'all haven't subscribed to our YouTube. We still on everything, everywhere.
Until next time.
We out.